welcome to the aftermarket analysis by Niftynayak.com, and I am Vinayak. So today you saw that market had a wonderful rally, and it is expected when we are entering to an event, it is expected that markets will be very volatile. So as you all know, tomorrow is the budget, and markets were expected to be volatile for few days. Okay, on Friday, Nifty fell almost 250 points from its high, and today it has recovered everything. Okay, and in today's move, the major contributors were IT and Reliance. Yes, banks also contributed to the rally, but the contribution of banks was not that much. Okay, so today's entire rally was due to the rally in IT and Reliance. I told you before also that we are just replicating what is happening in the US. In US, we saw that the techs were beaten drastically, because of which the Nasdaq fell drastically, and the same thing happened here also. Here you can see that companies like Infosys, TCS, Wipro, Coforge, Tech Mahindra, Emphasis, they are all trading at a discount of approximately 25 to 30% from their all-time high. Okay, so now you can see that the techs are recovering in the US. So there has been a bottom which has been formed in the tech in the US, and now they are slowly going up. The similar thing is happening even in India. So now you can see that our technology stocks are also gradually going up. So is that a false recovery, or is this recovery real? We'll have to wait for some more time. But what I feel is, if you have bought these stocks at those levels, and now if you are getting it at a 30% discounted price, I feel it is better you invest some more and average it. And if it falls further, probably you can average it by adding more. Okay, because fundamentally these stocks are really good. Okay, so now the most important thing that is happening in the market is the geopolitical issue. So we thought that Russia and Ukraine would stop fighting, but it looks like their fight is not going to stop anytime soon. Now Russia is planning to impose some sanctions on Ukraine. Okay, and now on the Ukraine sides, the NATO forces and the Western forces are standing, so that in case if there is any conflict, they can act quickly. And these kind of things, you cannot predict what will happen. See, if Putin is supposed to attack Ukraine, he is not going to inform in advance by telling it in Times of India or New York Times and then go and attack. It is going to be a surprise and sudden attack. Okay, but in this age, since Russia, Ukraine and entire world is watching them, so they are all mature countries, so I don't think this might escalate to a war. But again, you never know. Okay, in history, most of the wars have happened because of some madman. Okay, one mad person can trigger a war. Okay, so is Putin that mad person, or is the Ukrainian Prime Minister or President, is he a mad person, or is anyone from the US or the NATO forces mad people? You never know, right? So be ready for surprises in case if they happen. Okay, and now you can see that the oil is going higher and higher. Now oil is at like 7-year high. Today morning when I saw, it was at around $91.3 per barrel. Okay, you obviously, Russia is one of the top oil producers in the world, and if Russia is involved in a fight, obviously if there is any warlike situation, oil will shoot up. But if a country like Russia is involved, then it is expected that supply will be tightened and the prices is expected to shoot up. Now many analysts are telling that this price can go up to $100, $120 and all those things. But again, these are all analysts. Whenever anything is going up, they'll give a higher target. and whenever something is falling, they give a lower target. So let's not give more importance to these people. And this is not the only geopolitical issue which is happening. There is some geopolitical issue happening even in the Middle East. The Houthis have fired some missile, and today the UAE has stopped that missile. So there is some conflict happening even in the Middle East. So we don't know how long these kind of small wars will be over, but that's how market is. See, markets will find some other reason to move up or down. When everything was all right, we got corona, and now corona is coming to an end. Now this geopolitical conflict, and tomorrow if this is solved, then there will be some other issue. So there will be issue across the world which will give reasons for markets to go up and down. The whole important thing which you have to know is, are you protected for these violent moves? Okay, so that's what you have to worry about. Now almost every country is aware that there is inflation and everyone is planning for a rate hike. Now Bank of England is planning to increase their interest rate more sooner than people were expecting. And tomorrow we have the budget. So depending on the budget, probably our RBI policy will be very important, because on that they'll decide whether interest rates will be hiked even in India or not. Obviously, if there is an interest rate hike across the globe, then there is not much option which RBI has. So even they will have to increase the interest rate. So let us see how all these things patch up. So tomorrow is budget, and the very important budget stock which many traders trade is ITC. Okay. So few days back I gave you a strategy which you can trade for Nifty. Okay. In fact, today I posted some screenshot of my terminal where I have taken the similar trade. Okay. So now I will be talking about a trade which one can take in ITC. Okay. And now, as you all know, every year in the budget, the cess or the tax on cigarette keeps changing. Okay. And most of the time the tax is increased. Okay. So if the tax is not increased on cigarette, then that is a good news for ITC. But if the tax is increased on the tobacco products, that is a bad news for ITC. So we don't know. Nirmala Sitharaman can tomorrow increase tax for other things and keep taxes on tobacco products unchanged. But most of the time, the chances is that the tax on cigarette is increased. So I am expecting the taxes on cigarettes to be increased tomorrow. The reason is, as you all know, COVID is a disease which affects the lungs. Okay, and cigarettes, these tobacco products will not only worsen the health of your lungs, but it will also lead for other various diseases like cancer and other things. So I am expecting that the cigarette taxes will be increased tomorrow. The tobacco product taxes will be increased tomorrow. So what I am expecting is that ITC will fall after the budget. Anyway, I have taken a bullish trade on Nifty. So in order to counter that, I will take a bearish trade on ITC. Okay. So now let me show you the trade what I will be taking in ITC. So I hope you guys can see my screen. So yeah, so I'll go. So you can see that today ITC closed at 220. So what I will be doing, I will be buying 220 put 2 lots, and I will be selling 220 put 1 lot. So this is how the payoff graph is going to look for ITC, and this is nothing but the opposite of what I did in Nifty. Okay, so in Nifty I did call back spread. So this is called the put back spread. So as I told you, the adjustment method and everything will be similar to how I'll be doing it with the Nifty. So if you want to see the adjustment methods, then you can check the video in the description where I have explained how to do adjustment for these kind of strategies. Okay, so I will be taking this trade immediately tomorrow morning at around 9:15 or 9:20, and I am expecting to keep this for at least another week. After 1 week, probably I will start doing adjustment for this strategy. So let's see, I'll be updating these trades in my social media channel. So let us see how it goes. I hope you guys like the video. Do like and subscribe to my channel so that you can learn more about trading and investment. Thank you guys for watching.